Well, still on the coverage, Adam, what did you make that Playschool made an appearance? I thought it was odd, especially because it was on about 9:45 and most kids are asleep.
Odd. I mean, well, look, Playschool is an Australian institution, I think. I mean, I watched it when I was a kid. 60 years is a very impressive milestone, but I don't see why it had to be celebrated on that evening, and certainly not at 10 o'clock. So, you know, the quality of production is obviously declining there at the ABC.
Well, Victoria is now officially in its election year, and both leaders today, we could say they unofficially launched their campaigns on social media. Let's have a look at snippets from both.
I'm looking forward to hearing from you on what you want for your future and what it means to you to be Victorian. It's going to be a big year, and I'm full of hope and excitement on what we can achieve together.
We've done so much together in 2025, delivering real help with the cost of living, opening new schools and hospitals, and transforming the way we move around our great city and state, with the Metro Tunnel and the Westgate Tunnel both now open. There's more to do, so I know that 2026 is going to be another big year.
All right, Terry, we've got Jess Wilson, who's really looking into the future and her messaging, while Jacinta Allen is reminding voters of what her government has achieved, although probably not surprising that she failed to mention the now high crime and huge budget blowout in her address. But what do you see as the biggest hurdle for Jess to jump over in order to win this year?
Well, first thing, I think Jess Wilson's doing really well in presenting herself as a new leader of Breath of Change for Victoria, and certainly she's talking the right talk. We saw it there in that grab. But certainly it's a big hill she has to climb in terms of winning 16 seats in a 90-odd seat parliament. That's a huge ask. But what I haven't seen from Jess Wilson, and particularly from her team, is that they have done and are doing the hard yards on policy, actually coming up with an alternative vision and an alternative plan for Victoria. It's one thing to say, as you have to do in opposition, this is what the government has failed to do. At this stage, I think Victorians are crying out to know that there is a viable alternative, that the opposition has some real ideas about fixing the state, but particularly the budget, particularly the economy, but also in small things like fixing the potholes in our roads. And I reckon if Jess Wilson wanted to have a winner, she would have a pothole fixing program that would be actually low cost but high political impact. And look, they really have to work hard. They've spent 3 years really faffing about fighting each other and tearing each other apart. They're showing signs of unity for the first time in ages. If Jess can actually make them work hard, keep them together and keep focusing on the government rather than on themselves, she's got a shot.